Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our course on the theory and algorithms of knowledge tracing. Today, we dive into Chapter 4, the era of next-gen innovations, covering the exciting developments from 2020 to 2025. Let's get started. Before we explore the new models, let's first understand why they were needed. Traditional KT models, while powerful, faced significant challenges. They were often black boxes with poor interpretability, which made them hard to trust for educators. They struggled with context, like understanding the hierarchy of knowledge concepts or the impact of time on forgetting. Their generalization was weak, failing when faced with new courses or platforms, and they were mostly single-task focused, ignoring other valuable learning signals like response time. This chapter is all about how the latest innovations are tackling these very problems. To address these challenges, the KT community has explored 7 major innovative directions. These include using attention mechanisms to focus on key history, leveraging the transformer architecture for parallel processing, employing graph neural networks to model knowledge structures, capturing temporal dynamics to account for forgetting, adopting multitask learning for richer insights, utilizing contrastive learning for better generalization with less data, and finally, enabling domain adaptation for seamless transfer across different educational scenarios. In the next few slides, we'll break down each of these. Our first stop is the attention mechanism. The core question here is, among a student's entire history, which past actions are most critical for predicting their next performance? Think of it like a smart student reviewing for a test. They don't go over every single problem equally. They focus on the ones most relevant to the current topic or the ones they previously struggled with. Models like AKT and MAKT bring this focus ability to knowledge tracing, allowing the model to dynamically assign importance weights to different parts of the learning sequence. This is done using techniques like self-attention, which calculates relevance scores between different time steps. Next up, the transformer architecture. Traditional models like RNNs process data step by step, which can limit their ability to grasp long-range dependencies. The transformer, made famous by models like BERT, changes the game. It abandons the sequential loop entirely and uses self-attention to process the entire sequence in parallel. Models like SAINT apply this powerful architecture to knowledge tracing, enabling a more holistic view of the student's learning journey, almost like scanning the entire history book at once instead of reading it page by page. This allows the model to simultaneously see all the connections between a student's past problems, providing a much richer understanding of their knowledge state. Third, we have graph neural networks, or GNNs. This approach tackles the problem of modeling the relationships between different knowledge concepts. Imagine all the skills a student needs to learn as a map, where each point is a skill and lines connect related skills. GNNs allow the model to learn on this map. It understands that mastering addition makes learning multiplication easier. By explicitly building this knowledge map, models like HGKT and JKT can trace knowledge flow much more accurately. Fourth, let's talk about time. Traditional models often treat all past actions the same, regardless of when they happened. But we all know that forgetting is real. Temporal dynamic models address this by treating learning as a continuous process in time. They understand that a problem solved yesterday is more indicative of current knowledge than one solved a month ago. Using techniques like the Hawks process, models like TSAC and HawksAT capture not just what a student did, but when they did it, leading to a much more nuanced understanding of knowledge decay and retention. Fifth, multitask learning. Why should a KT model only predict correctness? A good teacher looks at more than just test scores. They might consider how fast a student answers a question. Multitask learning does exactly this. Models like FKT and TAMCOT are designed to predict multiple things at once, such as both the correctness and the response time. These tasks share information and reinforce each other, leading to a more robust and fine-grained understanding of the student's state. Sixth, we have contrastive learning, a powerful technique for when data is scarce. The idea is brilliant in its simplicity. Let the model learn by comparing. By showing it examples of similar learning paths, like students who all mastered a skill, and dissimilar paths, the model can automatically discover what constitutes effective learning behavior. This self-supervised approach, used in models like CAKED, helps the model learn meaningful representations without relying on extensive manual labeling. Finally, domain adaptation. How do we take a model trained on math problems and apply it to physics problems? Domain adaptation is the key. It's about transferring the knowledge of how to learn from one domain to another. Just like a teacher can adapt their teaching methods to different subjects, models like AdaptKT learn to align features across different data sets, making them much more versatile and reducing the need for retraining from scratch every time the context changes. So, to wrap up this chapter, the new generation of KT models is more insightful, dynamic, generalizable, and multidimensional. But the journey doesn't end here. The future of KT holds even more promise. We'll see deeper integration with large language models, enabling more reasoning and interaction. We'll move from just predicting outcomes to inferring causal relationships, allowing for truly personalized interventions. And we'll continue to prioritize responsible AI, ensuring these powerful tools are fair, private, and trustworthy. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to exploring these future directions with you in our next chapters.